Did you know that it started in Africa? You're wondering, what started in Africa? The truth of the matter is this: civilization, technology, trade, science, the art of writing, they all started in Africa. Or at one point, thousands of years ago, they were prominent, popular here in Africa. We weren't that backward as we are today. It is also important to note that Egypt, which is an African country, was the first world power, followed by Assyria, Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, Rome, and today the Anglo-American world power. But something happened. What happened? We stopped learning. We stopped looking for knowledge. We stopped being deliberate about searching for knowledge like the way a man who searches for hidden treasures does. And that was what happened. So the rest of the world left us. And then we started to retrogress. We started going back. We started losing our wealth. Why is knowledge so important when it comes to gathering or building or creating wealth? Let me tell you, there are 3 forms of knowledge you need to gather if you want to build wealth. The first, revelational knowledge. Next, experiential knowledge. Third, theoretical knowledge. Let me explain. Revelational knowledge is that knowledge you gather when you study about God and you're conscious about how we as humans are being created and how powerful we are as humans. It tells you that there is nothing you cannot do, nothing you cannot have. Have you ever read books before and powerful ideas jump from the book that you are reading into your mind, and you know what? You push it aside because of lack of belief in yourself that you cannot do it, because of lack of faith that you are incapable of implementing that idea. And you know what? We kill thousands, millions, and even billions of ideas at the point of conception. Well, that is what revelational knowledge does. It builds your faith, and faith drives you into action. It tells you that you can accomplish whatever you want to do, whatever the outcome might be. But you know what? Revelational knowledge is not enough. That's why you need theoretical knowledge. And listen, everything we need in life to succeed is hidden. An ancient book tells us that it is the glory of God to conceal, to hide matters, but it is the glory of kings to search out a matter. It means searching, reading, studying is a royal behavior. Peasants don't study. Poor people don't study. So it starts with studying. So you gain theoretical knowledge by digging, by searching. People have done the things you're trying to do today. So you gather the strategies, the system, what they have done, what has worked for them. You gather all of that through books. Listen, if you do not study, your perspective becomes narrower and narrower by the day, and you will be subject to the person who spends time to study. And when he stands up to speak, he sounds like a god. Why? Because you're empty. So after you've gathered revelational knowledge, you also need to dig in by reading, studying, to gather theoretical knowledge. The wise king Solomon says, "For by wisdom you build a house. Discernment helps you to make it firmly established, but with knowledge you fill the house with pleasant things, riches, joy, happiness, love, health, good relationship, everything you need." You cannot throw away knowledge. And that is why we started going back as Africans. Why is it that even when we study, we read all the books, you still do not make progress? Because you need experiential knowledge. What is experiential knowledge? Experiential knowledge is that knowledge that allows you to engage a mentor. When you invest in a mentorship relationship, you are investing in a legitimate shortcut to success. Why? Because the mentor has made all the mistakes for you. So it took him 10 years to get there. He helps you to get there in 2, 3, 4 years. That's what a mentorship relationship does for you. But most of us ask, what is he going to teach me? What is she going to teach me? And you know what? That is where we get stuck. The wise book at Proverbs chapter 24 verse 6 says that by skillful direction you can wage a war, but with multitude of advisors you will win the war. So it means that everyone needs someone in flesh and blood that embodies all the principles of success, the systems you've read in books. So you've read Think and Grow Rich, you've read The Richest Man in Babylon, but nothing is happening. Why? Because you do not have someone who embodies those principles that is going to hold you and take you by the hand and help you. Why is everything we have talked so important? This is why it's important. Why you need to invest in learning, in knowledge. Because you cannot run a $1 billion company or project with a $10,000 mind. You will either kill the project or the project will kill you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, kindly click on the like, the subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to get more updates